So there are quite a lot of moorings in Windsor. You can see on the bank on the other side. And then over where the park is, that's quite a high bank. But there's lots of hidden moorings as well. Hello!
Hello!
It's been ages since we've done this bit.
It has been ages, absolutely ages, yeah.
Yes. We, I was going to say we had a wonderful mooring. I'm not going to say that again.
Well, you always say it.
It was blooming good though, wasn't it?
It was, the Windsor mooring.
Windsor mooring.
Yeah, fantastic.
Lovely. Really lovely, really close to Windsor, easy access to get in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really nice place to visit, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I mean, it was a bit pricey and a bit sort of touristy, but
yeah.
Very pretty indeed. In the moorings, you're more literally in the shadow of the castle.
Yeah,
So.
I think no matter where you moored in Windsor, you could see the castle because it's up on the hill, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So it was really, really good.
It was.
Lovely cruise again on the Thames. Loving the Thames.
Thames is fantastic. It's the best experience we've had on the boat in the sort of 16 months that we've been doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely love it.
Yeah, totally different.
But we went from Windsor to Runnymede. It was a reasonable hop, about 9 miles, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Runnymede, for anybody out there that's a history fan, will know that it was the place where the Magna Carta was signed by King John on the 15th of June in 1215. One of the most historical documents in the world, I think, certainly in this country,
yeah.
but it led to the establishment of democracies all over the world because it enshrined in law the rights of the common man or the common woman. It gave them the right to a fair trial, it gave them the rights to justice, and it also said that every man was equal under the law, including the king. So, for any American fans out there, I think I'm right in saying that it was the establishment, or it was the building blocks for the Bill of Rights, I think it was, that you guys have got, that came after the Declaration of Independence. I think it was the establishment of the government for the people, by the people, of the people.
Okay. There you go.
I think. Drop it in the comments below if I'm wrong. Please correct me, because I am talking layman terms here. But there's a monument there to from the American Bar Association. So there's obviously a legal precedent set there, because the Bar Association have erected a monument, and they visit about every 4 or 5 years to lay a stone to commemorate their adherence to the terms of the Magna Carta.
When we got to the mooring at Runnymede, we were met by a really lovely guy from the National Trust, because it was part of National Trust land that we were mooring on.
Yeah.
And he came over straight away, obviously to take his £10 as well.
£7.
Oh, was it £7?
Yeah,
£7 to moor, which was fine.
Yeah.
But also to give us loads of information about the area and all the different art installations that we could see that was part of the National Trust site. And he gave us a map and everything, told us where to go, and we went for a lovely long walk, didn't we?
We did, yeah. Yeah, it was lovely. We saw one, it's called The Jurors. It's 12 chairs, and it's by an artist called Hugh Locke, Hewlocke. And
it was just in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
These brass or brass, copper?
Yeah, I think they were copper
metal,
or brass.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Chairs in the middle of a
Bronze,
huge,
I'd
great
say.
big field, and it was quite spectacular, wasn't
And
it?
each chair had a double back. So on the front of the chair, on the back part of the chair, was a depiction of a scene, and on the other side was a depiction of another scene. And they were to do with important moments in history, so it would be things like votes for women or women's rights to vote, and then it would be maybe Nelson Mandela on one, there'd be about the Russian Revolution on another one, so it was all key moments in history. riding jar, that's Oscar Wilde, that is.
First we had to go in India.
We went with this kind of cynical thing about, oh, there's 12 chairs in a field. I mean, how good can that be? And actually, it was really good. It was fantastic. So if you get a chance, go and visit if you're in the Runnymede area, and we'll put a link to the National Trust website down below as well, so you can check it out for yourself. And then we went and saw your favourite.
My favourite definitely was the Riton Water, and that was incredible. It was sort of a round concrete structure, and you walked through and round, and inside was this pond with a reflection in it, and the ceiling was open, and you will catch on camera there was a swallow or a swift that was obviously made at home, and it flies in to its nest and out again. That was my favourite. That was by Mark. We did write it down, didn't we?
Mark Wallinger. And that one was, the way that one worked was that the writing was written upside down around the edge, and it was basically a quote from the Magna Carta, and then as you looked in the water it then reflected back to you in the right, so you could read it the right way round.
Yeah. Okay, this is an art installation at Runnymede, so we'll go on in. It's concrete walls. Apparently you can't hear the road when you're indoors.
Just really, really imaginative, you know, wonderful art installations, weren't they? So if you get a chance, go to Runnymede. More there. If you go round the bend past the public park, this is for anybody that's on that stretch. More up beyond the boat, the rowing club, because it's free moorings there, and then walk back round through the park to the Runnymede site, and you can then visit these art installations. So that was good fun, wasn't it?
It was. And can we just say hello to the guys on Narrowboat Sunflower? We did try to come and say hello to you.
We did, yeah.
A couple of our subscribers.
Yeah,
we
Sherry.
couldn't find the boat, could we?
No, we couldn't, no.
Oh, I'll tell you what you wanted to talk about.
What was that?
We also stepped foot on American soil, didn't we?
We did, yes. We actually visited the United States of America.
Yeah.
Because
in Runnymede.
In Runnymede, because up the hill is a memorial to John F. Kennedy, and it's an acre of land that was given to the American people by the British government to erect this monument. So technically, for about half an hour, we were on American soil.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful that ICE didn't show up and try and take us to a detention centre and take our kids away from us.
But you say that.
No, I know. But no, so technically we were on American soil.
Next from Runnymede will be Hampton Court Palace.
Our plan is to go past Hampton Court and then stop, do a quick visit, and then move on to Teddington, because the weather's about to turn. There's a very, very wet, windy, rainy day coming on the day we're supposed to do the tidal terms on the Tuesday. Yeah. So we're hoping to do it a day early, so we missed that. Yeah. So.
Which is a bit of a shame, because we absolutely adore the Thames.
We do, we do.
So we're on a little island, not far from Windsor Castle, and it does have a bridge that leads you to the main part of Windsor, and there are moorings all along here. And if you go around the other side of the island, there's moorings down the back. And there are moorings up near Windsor Castle, right at the bottom of the Windsor Castle near the bridge. So quite a few moorings, but it's deceiving because you go along and you think there aren't any. So we were moored on the island over there, and there's moorings either side. There's also moorings along here. And you're only a 5-10 minute walk in to see Windsor Castle. As you go under the bridge, it says keep well right. And this is the other side of Windsor Castle. This is the Crown Estate. Unfortunately, no moorings here. It'd be wonderful if you could. Lots and lots. I don't know if you can see all the mistletoe up in the trees. Great big balls, basically, of dark colour. And that's the mistletoe. Loads of it. Loads and loads and loads of it. How beautiful is this little house? All on the Queen's land. Very state of the art, isn't it? So I'd imagine that house is up on stilts like that in case it floods.
So thank you for watching.
Yeah.
If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, please click the subscribe button somewhere. I never know where it is on the square. And the bell icon will give you notifications of when we post new videos. Leave any comments that you can below, especially if you know about the Bill of Rights, or whether I'm right or wrong, or whether you have got anything you want to add about the Magna Carta. Thanks for watching.
See you next week.
Bye.